Yo, 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 what is up? To the stream, dog. Okay, here we go. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Right into it. Last time, we just joined a literature club and talked for like 2 hours. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, they pull it out of the stack. I forgot. Shoot.
There it is!
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Akira.
Info notification? Oh, nothing.
Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm going to show you exactly why.
He shoves the book right into my hands. Get rid of this tab. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly... Mo. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. As you can see, she pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that.
Eh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. Make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, claiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the other volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I finish reading the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I can't relate. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot?
Well, obviously, think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. Not that, but that just helps you get to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining. Later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories, and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There's so many touching parts.
Is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Never again.
Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean?
Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power.
Good save.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well,
Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something.
yeah. Why does that matter?
It doesn't. I'm just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got into this manga.
Oh yeah?
Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga.
Oh god, excuse me.
I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? Hey, new drawing. That is a strangely different face than before. Her eyes are widely disproportionate to each other, and she has no nose. It's very disturbing. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I was excited when I convinced any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
Oh, you don't have any manga.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know.
Well, if you don't have any manga, then maybe you should just borrow some manga from all the friends you have. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in?
Jeez. Oh,
Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still have Gorilla yet? Oops. I mean,
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
yeah, it's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this.
Hang on, I'm gonna Google something real quick. There we go. Where is it? Okay, well, I can't find it. But
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So?
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. Flip the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. Demon tooth.
I totally forgot that happens.
Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels.
Minori is my favorite character. You feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Let's finish this chapter.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Shoot. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems?
Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse?
Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Or a foot. Alright, I guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back. Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this.
Of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home.
It's a manga. It takes like 2 seconds.
Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. It's a manga, dude. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I scared of what will happen if I don't finish? Alright then. I stand up. I turn to where stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's go down the list. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. He's my good friend, after all.
This is a good poem, Akira. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. I'm not the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time.
I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't take it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? Like I said before, Akira, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay?
Oh, screenshot? Wait, how did I do that? What? Really? How? Excuse you. I did not sanction this. Really? Screen. shot. What's this? Oh, what? Whatever. This is lost in the files forever now.
That would be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine. Oh, what's S? Really? S is screenshot. Okay. Dear Sunshine. The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed and making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Deep. Sayori. It's just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
At least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. You're a jerk.
I still tried my best.
Oh yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school? Man, just give breaks, please. Old face. Ugh. Then get all cranky. I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget.
That was weird.
I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Let's go with Natsuki.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Eh? And what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poem? That's what I had in mind when writing this. And to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Nope. Like Monica said.
Well, I should be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like.
So I'm the best person in the entire galaxy.
And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki retorts. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Oops, clicked out of the tab. Okay. You're so...
You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Yeah. Okay. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. You know,
people say there's only so many geniuses in this world, and I think she's the one. Yeah, I think she's a genius. My God. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced? Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. People don't even take me really seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but you should, actually. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yep. Here. Go Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. Relatable. It's fine. Don't force yourself. Oh, it's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands, as you can see. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Excuse me. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter. They form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. I hate cursive. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calming breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. What does that mean? I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I don't think of that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, whatever. It was too good. That was the problem. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Akira. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. Monica? Hi, Akira. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Akira. We're a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Sorry, that's a little Yuri there. No, shoot, I pressed S again. God dang it. I hand Monica my poem. How do I get rid of that? What would that be? Pictures? Screenshots. Nope. OneDrive, documents, this pictures. No. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Anger. What is this? Sorry. Did that just open? Oh, it's the speed. No! No! Exit. It's open my speedrun timer. God dang it. Doki Doki something. What's it called? Anger. I like it, Akira. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh jeez. No, no. It kind of makes me think of something that Suki would write. I didn't aim it towards her. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. You say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Of course. Huh? Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Well, okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It was just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. Ooh. I like that one. Good one. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it, but I guess you could say I had some. I need to get chat up. What am I thinking? I had some kind of epiphany recently. Let me get. No, shush. Let me get. Hang on, let me get. It's okay, it's okay, let me get. It is okay. No, it's okay. Don't talk about it. In fact, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it, not a bit. Don't even think about it. Don't think about it. Shoot. Okay, never mind.
Let's pull it up on my phone. Oh yes, there's this cool thing. I don't know how to do it. It's been influencing my poems a little bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. There we go. I now officially have chat up, so feel free to speak. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Shush, side screen. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You got it. Whew. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. And if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out that nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Akira did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Akira liked my poem too, you know. He told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member,
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Akira appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one. I wasn't the one who's... I wasn't the one... I hate this voice so much. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Akira started showing up.
Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve
you.
I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Akira. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing's more effective, this would this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all your poems convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force him to have to figure it out.
I completely disagree.
Help me explain that to her, Akira.
Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Akira?
Well...
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's it's going to be. Help me, Sayori. Well, I'm gonna go with Yuri because some absolute bullcunk coming from Natsuki. Bunch of bullcunk. Natsuki, you're right. I liked your poem.
See?
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
Understand, Yuri. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, you're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when he said her poem was cute. I see. I did notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, but Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to...
You know what? I'm going to go do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki.
She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Akira, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of the club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm just gonna make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
Akira, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too.
Oh, right, that's not her voice.
So you know so your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nodded to myself with newfound determination. Akira! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Eh? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. It's not only the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Akira, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, that's right, here we go. Okay. Rose. Charm. Blankets. No. Doki Doki. Okay. Bed. Cry. Whirlwind. Nope. Email, playground, for food. No. Ear, music, MTA. After image. Jump. Oh. Lazy. Desire, bliss, question. Let's go desire. Nope. Hope, alone, whisper, mellow, broken nipple, and then harbor, heart, yes. Square be some disordinate captive, heartbeat, no. Or misery, marvelous, Vargle, pure, jumpy joy, puppy party, sunset, yes. Dazzle, depression, sun, crimson, dark, boop, explode, pink, amazing, amazing. Flying. Extraordinary. Awesome was one. Shame, judgment, shiny, horror, cheer, wonderful. Frightening, lipstick, unstable, sing, bounce, valuable, unrequited, yeah. Oh, peace, ambient, childhood. Unrestrained, rain, close drops, daydream, yeah. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days.
No, my headphones unplugged, oh god. Everything's terrible. I was just trying to unfurl my blanket. There we go.
There. Okay. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Hi, Akira.
Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. Because it's always the simple things with you anyway. Wow, I mean, rude.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry.
Are you always? Sorry, gotta check some. Whatever.
Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
Eh? That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Eh? Why that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. Just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair.
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option.
I'll give up. That makes me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Wow. Jeez, dude. Bring it back a little. Ha 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 ha. Yuri suddenly giggles.
Eh?
Oh, I did notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book.
Yuri, tell Kira to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. I agree. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. You're really mean to her, my god. I didn't mean it like that. I got too absorbed in my book.
I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though.
I did something bad, now I have to accept the revolution, okay? Retribution.
That.
Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes.
True.
So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori.
Yeah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles under the desks.
How? What was... Cookie?
Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you. Then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. It's so good. Oof. Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I do like children.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Oh,
you look like I'm children, Natsuki. Can I try? Jeez.
Beggars can be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. What, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had to do something today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was the study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Akira. Monica smiles sweetly and eviscerates all other girls. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Hurries back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't sound like the problem, though. Yeah? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out on how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could.
Cupcakes.
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why I suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Mm.
Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry.
Anyways, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. Can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa, very close. Ooh, I open my eyes and find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
It's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
And not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on.
At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here.
I mean, is it?
I rub my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need to brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. There's a toothpaste stain in your collar right there. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they wouldn't. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Wow. You don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Wow, dude. I mean, really. Smooth. Yeah?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Will she, though? I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. You're drawing.
This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things.
Don't say that. It'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you?
I guess.
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggled to fully close the button near your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
Oh, don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
But it's so stuffy. Ooh, it's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Great.
Phew, that's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around.
So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right?
What kind of logic is that? What are you saying? And why are you saying it like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. So you take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyway, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Huh? Maka suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Akira, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Who should I show my poem to first? And I'll be right back because I have to pee.
God. No.